Victoria, tell me what's at the centre of your practice.
I'm an installation artist and I take photographs and draw to support that. I found that my practice tends to gravitate around questions around home and environment. I'm an academic as well, and my research specialism was the work of German 20th century artist Joseph Beuys. So when I started back on studio practice after academic studies about Beuys, I somehow expected that my work would be really progressive and optimistic and socially engaged, and found that it was actually quite dark. And someone said to me, well, Beuys's work wasn't always very jolly, it was quite alarming, and I quite like the term alarming, because that kind of idea of sounding an alarm. So I really enjoyed studying at Bath Spa, and when I finished I spent a couple of years really having to address my own urgencies and things in my life, and then when I was wanting to practice again, I felt really fortunate to find a place here at Bath Artist Studios.
So tell me about the sculpture on the table.
So this piece really started with my interest and enjoyment of working with the nail gun strips. I was on a sort of pre-residency and a tutor brought the strips with her, and I really enjoyed looping them around and hanging them. And later I collected a number of them together and wanted to work with them in a sort of more substantial way, really. So I just constructed an armature or set up an armature and looped the nail strips around them, but also started to add clay, and that allowed me to add this semi-figurative element. It's not purely figurative, but there are sort of evocations of bodies, animals, and in lots of ways I think at the time I was feeling quite despairing of the situation with respect to the environment. I still struggle to talk about the environment as though it's a separate topic or thing, when it actually is what we're all part of, and felt that there was still huge amounts of violence being done to the ecosystems around us. So this was really a bit of a primal scream or an agony expression. Currently doing a large-scale drawing that connects to some work I did with Centre of Gravity in Bristol, which is a project where artists were invited into an old industrial soapworks to respond to the site before it gets developed. And I made some video work which I'm going to continue working on, but also I started to take photographs of niches around the site, so architectural niches, but also just maybe you can see sort of niches in the building, which I then put my body in, asked other people to place themselves in, but also commercial niches, so niches in the Gardner Haskins building, which was in the soapworks, to refer to the term niche in capitalism as a sort of specialist market, and also just really exploring that idea of the term itself and how it's found. It actually comes from the word nest, so really just working around that. I wanted to cast an image of a niche on the wall and just create that sense of an architectural niche in the space. I suppose it kind of relates to my broader interest in home and states of emergency.